sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the Los Angeles Rams. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. First carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They run, Cook, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Vikings first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
An incomplete, an excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Drop to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. They'll score on a 36-yard punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he stopped immediately there.
Brought down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
play.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. Screen pass to Lindsey. Lindsey, first down and more than that. And all the way up to the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot him at the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Complete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. This one caught by Isabella. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Mayfield now. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have the Rams first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. They'll find Lindsey here. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll buy some time right. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Donald Peril there to make the grab. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? What he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Vikings nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a run with Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Cook getting the call there on first down as he works his way forward for a nice gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 17-yard line.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Anthony Frisker, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Setting up the screen for Cook. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. Do you like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Now McManus will line up for the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, Are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone, get you 6?
33-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Jacobs. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. It's caught at the 10. A gain of 32 that time.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Here's Mayfield. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Well, the defensive coverage was good. So good, he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
This will make it into the end zone, and he'll decide to not bring this. This one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. The 20, 10, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Rams 14, Vikings 10. Fairbairn.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you play.
He's got it in, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 33 yards that time.
41-yard line.
Now a carry for Jacobs. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that he can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 17 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. On play action, they'll throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vikings.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the 2nd quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. 2nd half action back underway. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Jacobs now. And that play will go nowhere. losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Made back at his own 49.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, you know, most quarterbacks, when you talk about their big play ability, you talk about the arm, but this, an absolutely huge play with a leg.
And also with his mind, because he had to see this play develop in order to make the decision to keep it and run. And how about him looking up and seeing the seas part for him once he got past the line of scrimmage? My first thought, I think he can go all the way, and I'm trying not to take over your call with this play, partner.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Rams add on to their lead.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer, beware. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in Q3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned.
And down he goes under pressure from the Rams defense. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
Now back to throw. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad #3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it? Ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Now, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 13. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
gun now on third down. And that will be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. He'll return it from the 6. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Running is Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
They'll try the draw, Lindsey. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
The passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The play fake. He'll look to throw. And he rifles it complete. Caught by Landry.
The pass.
7 yards. The pickup on the pitch and catch.
A gain of 7. It's 2nd and 8 at the 16-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3rd down.
Now they'll throw here, out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down, and inside them.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
The ball carrier. The tackle made by Michael Pierce.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When we talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. They'll let this go for the end zone. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 34.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now a handoff looking right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Play action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
The pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Looking to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Vikings.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw again. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
To number 34. It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen. The 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for the Rams. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Rams.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Well, PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And it's a fumble. And the Rams have got it back.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth.
It's an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge it, so he's probably going to send the New York. Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Janet Ramsey. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And this is a situation where defensively, Brandon, you're going to be so excited. It's getting late. You've got the lead. No reason to not just pin your ears back and go. Bring the pressure. And here they hit him as he's releasing the football, and that's going to help lead to the interception.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Lindsey. A gain of 2.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And this one incomplete. And all that remains is 13 seconds. Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Mayfield. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it.
Intercepted by the Vikings. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was